All right. Let's see who starts up first. Hello, hello, hello. Can we see? Let's see who wants to talk movies. Because I'm in a very... Yay! Who's our first person aboard? Swipe left. Hey Tia, what's going on? How are you? How you doing? I thought, so since I'm always starting, well, if you know Tia Jenny, I've got a vlog on YouTube mainly, and it usually talks about, or I get on there and I talk about this and that, and I thought I'd try something a little different, and hey Jessica, how are you? Leila, how are you? Hope you're doing good tonight. I thought I'd try something a little new versus my pre-recorded vlog on YouTube. I just want to try to go live, see what you would have to say about what your favorite movies are and why. Have you seen any movies lately? So Tia Jenny, how are you? Jessica, good to see you. Leila Herring, how are you? It's good to see you on here. Any favorite movies that you've seen lately that you like? Alright, let me start off, okay. Here is an admission of admissions. I saw Beauty and the Beast. Leila, I think you'll appreciate this because of the costumes and the costume design. The costume design was amazing because you basically saw, like, you know, the live action thing. Let me see if I can switch this on over to comments, or maybe you're not commenting. Paula, how are you? And okay, maybe. Okay. Paula, how are you? Have you seen any movies lately other than Chicken Little from a long time ago that maybe you liked? Maybe that you know, why did you like it? I'm just trying to see what you all have to say. Hola Paula, ¿cómo estás? Yeah, that's Paula. Paula, ¿cómo estás? How you doing, Paula? You seen any movies lately that that you've liked? David Bayardo, David, how you doing, brother? David, have you seen any movies lately that you've liked that maybe you want to share with me, that maybe something I should be watching, something I should be studying or analyzing, or maybe it sucked because you can still take a bad movie or something that you considered was a bad movie and learn from it. Paula, David. So yeah, Leila, what I was telling you earlier is Beauty and the Beast. Amazing film. I kind of knew that I was going to go into it liking it, not because I like musicals, not because I'm a huge Disney fan, but because, you know, it's going to be a different experience to see the live action version of Beauty and the Beast. Tia Jenny, how are you? Nice to see you. I send you a big hug. I hope you guys are all doing well over there. Miss you guys a lot. Definitely need to get over there and see you all more often. Bayardo, David, you haven't seen anything noteworthy lately? It's, well, I'll give you credit there in that the noteworthy stuff comes and goes. I want to call it few and far between, in all honesty. You have to keep your eyes open for the good stuff out there. Karen, there's Karen. Get Out. Paula. Hi, Karen. Paula, which one is Get Out? Get Out, who does that star? Who wrote that one? 10 people are watching your video. I haven't seen that one, Get Out. David, sometimes I have... Paula, what is Get Out about? Remind us. Give me a little synopsis, and I'll probably say, oh yeah, that's right, starring blah blah blah. Let me see. interested in Logan, Kong Lives, Peel, and that Peel horror movie. I heard about the Peel horror movie, David. I've only heard about it. I haven't heard good or bad. Kong. Heard okay reviews on Kong. Logan. You know, Logan. That's one that I'm really interested about because people will not stop talking about it. I guess it's that really that good. I'm open to it. I'm open to anything that's good. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a comic book movie or not. It doesn't have to be a serious movie. It can be a comic book movie and still be really well done. My example of examples is always the Dark Knight series in '04, '08, and 2012. Beto, how are you? David Vallardo, Paula Sanchez, Social Fear. Let me see if I can scroll back down. Social Fear, Racism. Vallardo, David, you also said you saw one called Get Out. Beto, how are you? Karen, how you doing? You just watched Finding Dory. Karen, how was Finding Dory? I heard that was pretty good. I heard, of course, it has a good message in there. The kid gets the Wolverine powers. Yeah, David. From what I hear, and I hear it's really intense with regards to like the gore and the violence. So I'm and not just for purposes of the violence, but I'm just curious to see a good movie that everyone seems to keep on raving about. And there's got to be something really good about it, or maybe the way it was directed, maybe the way it was handled. What did you like about it? Beto, hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man? ¿Cómo estamos, Beto? Beto, what movie have you seen lately that you've liked? Because my example that I was telling Leida a little earlier is Beauty and the Beast. I saw Beauty and the Beast. My wife wanted to see that, and we liked it. I kind of knew that I was going to like it, but I think the thing about Beauty and the Beast that I liked, and I kind of hit on this on last week's video, is that the story was a story that I didn't really appreciate as an adult because I don't know, maybe I had to grow up and see it as an adult in order to appreciate it a little bit more. But I saw a little bit more. Dead comments so far. So yeah, David, kid gets the Wolverine powers. I still need to see Moonlight, and I don't think it's playing at the Loft Cinema anymore. Which is a bummer. I should have ran to see it right after the Oscars. I know I'm a little late here in asking this question, but what did you guys think about the Oscars, especially the way Moonlight won that the Best Picture? I'd never seen anything like that before, but I don't know. What do you guys think about it? David Vallardo, Get Out of Here, the Peel horror movie, where he turns around, blatant racism, people turn into a horror movie, period. Subtle bias, uncomfortable. Oh, David, is that one independent film? Is Get Out that one independent film that like has no major actors and it was still like a powerful thriller? Is that the one that I'm thinking about? Because I do remember hearing good things about that production. I do remember thinking it has no major stars, but I did hear some good raves and reviews about it. Oh. Let me see what the rest of your comments is. Uncomfortable racial, social situations. That might be the one that I'm thinking about. Yes, it's the one made by Jordan Peele. Oh, okay, so if it's Key and Peele, was it a serious movie or was it this really intense, what am I thinking about? This really intense thriller that I saw before? Karen, Beauty and the Beast was beautiful. One thing planned is Little Mermaid. Cannot wait for it, of course. Watch a lot of family-oriented films. Karen, yes, family-oriented films, and frankly, I'll be honest, I fell off the wagon with family-oriented films a long time ago. But the thing about family-oriented films is that, and this is kind of ingenious, I like this, but it's nothing new. They're not just for kids anymore. They build these things, especially the more like live action ones, they're more for adults for sure. And so that's why I'm kind of more open to, I mean, you know, we don't have kids yet, and that's fine, but we're still, especially me, regularly without kids, I'd not be open to a movie like that. But I, that it makes me curious to see, okay, what are they going to do with the story in The Little Mermaid? I'm kind of curious about that one too. How it's going to be handled, how it's going to be directed, whatnot. Oh, David, you say it's serious, but from a horror angle. Durazo Cristina Marcela. Hi, how are you? Welcome. How are you? Marcela, if that's your first name, talking movies. Have you seen any movies lately that you think are good? What did you like about him? David, so have you seen this movie called Get Out? Because, I mean, if it's by Key and Peele, but at the same time you're telling me it's a serious film, curious about it, I guess, overall. But I don't know. I usually like to be surprised with, well, when a movie goes well. I really like to be surprised by, just when it's written well and when it takes you on a roller coaster up, down, left, and right, and when it's just all over the place. David, you've not. That's one you want to see. Bro, let me know when you want to go see it, man. You know that I'm off on Saturdays and Sundays regularly, except this weekend and next weekend. I'm gonna be out of town. But let me know when you want to go check it out. I'd love to go check it out, especially if it's one that everyone's been raving about lately. No horror angle. Robert Linden. Robert, what's going on, man? How you doing, brother? Robert, you're like one of the perfect people to chime in here. Have you seen any movies that have left you in awe lately? What have you liked about them? What have you not liked about them? What has worked for you? What has not worked for you in these movies? Robert, yo, David, so the clips you've seen are interesting. Like, I know it's got Key and Peele in it, but I mean, am I just out of the loop? Like, I feel kind of dumb right now, actually, because I don't think I've heard of this movie, or at least all that much, unless it's, again, the one that I'm thinking about. David, so yeah, let's see, next week or so, got time. Yeah, dude, let me know, man. Saturday or Sunday is usually good for me. Robert, Fences, bro. Saw Fences. I loved Fences. It's just Peele. Okay, no Key. Cool. And Robert, Fences, man, wow. We saw that one probably 2 weeks before the Oscars. I forgot, I'll be honest, it hit me into the film. Oh yeah, Fences is a play. And so I thought, well, that's why it's extremely wordy, but I mean, it goes deep. That's what I liked about that film, because it goes deep. It has so much substance, and again, very much like a play, extremely limited locations and extremely limited number of actors and actresses in the film, but yet, boom, you're all over the place story-wise, emotionally, mentally. It was deep. It was hardcore. A play adaptation, you have to be ready for that, I think. I'm always open to it. So John Malkovich in The Glass Menagerie a long time ago, and I dug it. And so yeah, I mean, Fences was really good. It was good story, great acting. Denzel was always awesome, and Denzel was super awesome in this one. You kind of, this is probably one of the first times that I kind of really despised Denzel's character in the film. And that doesn't happen with me too often, to where, people get into and say, oh, I really love that character, I really hated that character. I really hated his character because he was just a major jerk. But it explains a lot, though. There's a lot beneath those layers that Denzel slapped onto the screen, and that's what was amazing, is that it gave you little nuggets and little bits, but it told you a lot. Levy de la Victoria. Levy, I don't think we had any classes in high school together, brother, but welcome, man. Seen you here and there on Facebook. Facebook's like a neighborhood, and sometimes you'll see the kids on this street and that street, but I've seen you on Facebook, brother. I hope you've been good since West Covina High School, man. And let me see. You also gotta, let's see. You also got to check out The Great Wall. Cinematography was excellent. Action was insane. Didn't really like Denzel's character either. Robert, so The Great Wall, man. Cinematography. I'm curious. I'm curious. It was one of those where I was just kind of like, I'll be honest. I was like, Netflix, Redbox. But yeah, man, Denzel. Alice, Alice, how you doing? Robert, Denzel, man. I think that was the point of the way he slapped. I forgot the character's name. Forgive me. I suck at this, but when his character basically, I mean, that was the point. Is just to make you, the audience member, hate the guy, and hate him. I did. I mean, I think it strikes a chord with everyone in different ways for different reasons, and I think that's why it works because it is one of those characters that is done that Denzel did so well that you do hate the guy, and you hate the guy, you feel bad for him, you pity him in other moments, and then you end up hating him. Vicky, how you doing? Vicky, we're talking film. Vicky, have you seen any films lately that you've really liked? That something that worked for you, something that did not work for you? David, oh. So good night and good luck. Good night and good luck. Good night and good luck. Was that the one from the 90s? So worth watching again, especially Political Madness, Refresher, whatever the case is supposed to be. Good night and good luck. Oh my God. George Clooney, right? George Clooney. Good Night and Good Luck was pretty good. It was about Edward R. Murrow, I believe, in the news industry, CBS. If I'm not messing it up too bad. Good Night and Good Luck. That was really good. Another Training Day moment. I didn't like his character because he was a jerk. Robert, when you say another Training Day moment, what are you talking about? Training Day with regards to the Great Wall or with regards to fences? And I didn't like his character because he was a jerk. So if you didn't like his character, does that mean that you just outright didn't like him or his character, period? Or that it worked so well and you know that it worked well because you didn't like him? Because I mean, if a writer and an actor can get under your skin like that, that's very impressive to me. And that's the type of stuff that I aspire to. Our vacation living is still working. Lives. Oh, okay. David, I got you. Yes, it was the David R. Murrow. Alright, Robert, you're going to hate me, man. But I will not lie to you, brother. I've not seen Training Day. I know. Don't hit me. I've not seen Training Day. I suck. Heard it was powerful. Heard it was really good. And I'm curious. It's just one of those that I never got around to seeing in the moment and still need to get around to seeing. Well, I'm glad you guys are bringing up these movies because I can keep on talking about Beauty and the Beast, which was like the last... Sorry, let me raise a chair here. Which was the last movie that I saw that I went to the theaters to go see. Robert, worked well because of the way Denzel portrayed the character. Yes, it did, and yes, he did. David, I'll check that link out right afterwards, brother. Robert, I will hit you now. There's a black guy. Yes, I know. I suck. But there's a lot of movies where honestly, like I know, like, how does that ever happen to you guys where you know that everyone's raving about this movie and that movie, you know you need to see it, but you kind of don't get around to doing it, and time goes by, maybe years go by in my case, and you're just sitting there like, I still haven't seen that movie. Yeah, I've got, unfortunately, a few of those, and I call myself a filmmaker. Boo. But it's part of homework, right? Gotta rent some movies. Thumbs up to the person who gave me a thumbs up. Love you too. Robert, you'll hit me now. Leila, Manchester by the Sea. Okay, what did you like about that movie? I was actually surprised that somebody close to me, who I kind of would not have expected to have seen a movie like that to begin with, told me go see Manchester by the Sea. What was it about? Without giving away the story, what was it that worked for you? Because I keep on hearing nothing but good things about Casey Affleck and the story. I did hear that it was long as hell, maybe unnecessarily long. What's your opinion there, Vicky? Um, Devil in a Blue Dress. I've heard good things about it too, but you're also going to hate me because I've not seen that one. I was a little younger when that one came out, but I do remember the commercials. I do remember being... What? Messengers? Pass? Oh, that's right. Okay, so my wife just peeped her head in, and she does not want to come on camera ever. We saw Passengers with... I'm sorry, Vicky. Let me get back to Devil in a Blue Dress. So what was it about that film that worked for you? Was it the story, the acting? Because again, I was a little younger, and I was actually excited to work at a movie theater my senior year in high school to get into, ready, all of the rated R movies. Yeah. I was very protected with regards to what I was able to see and not see. So seeing movies that I probably wasn't supposed to see, that was a rare treat here and there. But that was one, unfortunately, that I did not see, and I still have to go see it. Devil in a Blue Dress. Manchester. So Leila, what did you like about Manchester by the Sea once again? I'm really curious, and I need to see this one. And so many movies that I've not seen that I need to go see. So, story, cast, production design. Very cool. Vicky, I like that you mentioned story first thing, because I'm a very, very, very big believer in story, in the power of story. I believe that when a story is told right, you really don't. It goes back to what my dad always says about Hitchcock movies, that you really don't need like a lot of blood and gore and flash and special effects, which is always good too. But I mean, it goes back to story. The very first thing that you mentioned. Can't watch them all. Oh, I want to watch them all. I want to try to. But yeah, Vicky, story. Story's powerful. Story's good, and I'm always a sucker for for a really good story. Even if it has special effects, I don't care. I won't discriminate. As long as the story's there. As long as the story's there. Leila, so Casey Affleck's performance. Casey Affleck's performance. Yeah, look deep. There was this one movie that I saw him in years back. I cannot remember the name of the movie. Sorry, I've got some rendering going back here in my editing system. I can't remember the name of the movie, but it was directed by Gus Van Sant, and it was Casey Affleck and Matt Damon, and they go into the desert because Matt Damon, I think, wanted to show the other a thing, right? So then they literally park the car, walk into a desert, they get lost. I don't want to tell you what happens after that if you haven't seen it. I can't even remember the title of the film. But Casey Affleck, I remember this was like 06, 05 when somebody loaned me this VHS. Yes, I had a VHS cassette that was loaned to me in 06 and 05. And it was one of the first moments where I thought, wow, Ben Affleck's little brother, he's kind of deep, and so I was kind of thrown back by that. Robert, by the way, I'm having another oh, Robert, can't make it on Friday, brother. Got a previously scheduled commitment. Would love to, though, and I will be there right here in heart and in spirit. But I do appreciate it. I do appreciate you letting me know, man. Vicky, can't watch them all. That's true. That's true. Same thing with episodic television. Are you guys hooked on episodic TV? Things like, obviously, the first big one, The Walking Dead, Orange is the New Black. I mean, those are the classics, but now there's so much TV. There's so much TV that I'm told that I need to be watching, and I can't even start to begin to. That didn't make sense. I can't even begin to. Thumbs up to the person who gave me a thumbs up. I can't even start to try to watch TV. And here's why. A lot of times after work, I'm basically exhausted, especially if it's a very active day at work. And I come home, I eat, thankfully, nutritious meals, usually. Walk the dogs, take the trash out, maybe throw some clothing in the dryer or the washer. And then I sit down right here. This is my job away from job, my filmmaking world, if you will. And I don't watch TV at night because of this reason. I don't watch a lot, and I know that there's a lot of good TV. I know that I've got friends who have made honest and sincere attempts to recommend this and that show to me. And I know, like based on the people who are telling me this, I know that I probably should be watching. And knowing that they know that what my tastes are like, especially stuff that I've directed before in the past, they say, well, no, you're going to like this, and I know you're going to like this. I know I should be watching, but I just can't because I have so much work to do, which is why I stick to good old film. Film is an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever the length or the duration of a film may be. And Robert, talk to you later, man. Be safe. I'll be in touch with you. Anyway, that's why I stick to film, because film is non-episodic, so I don't have to tune in and make the effort to, consume more and more episodes. Not that anything's wrong with that. It's just that for my schedule, it really it would really take a toll time-wise on my schedule, and so that's why thumbs up to the thumbs up. Whoever gave me that thumbs up. That's why I don't watch a lot of TV, and so I wish I could watch all the TV. And Vicky, I wish I could watch all the movies. In all honesty, I really do. Jennifer Dillon, how are you? Hope you're doing good. Hope everything's going well on your end. We are talking about your favorite movies and what it is about your favorite movies that work. You know what? I've got a question. Have you guys ever had an instance where maybe you have a movie that, on the other hand, was so bad? Maybe not so bad. Maybe there was just something about it that didn't work, but you know what didn't work, or maybe you don't know what didn't work, and it didn't work. But to all you film people out there, or maybe you people that you know about the writing, the shooting, the editing, the directing, and all that. Have you ever seen a movie that you just learned from because it was not good, because it was not what you thought it was going to be? One recent one that for me was what was it? Oh my God, it was 10 Cloverfield Lane. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that. Now, what I'm about to say might sound like I'm about to slam the film, but 10 Cloverfield Lane. So, hanging out in the den with my wife, she says, hey, here's that Cloverfield movie. You really liked part one. I really liked part one. Everyone says, oh, the steady cam, it got me dizzy. I liked the movie. I really liked it a lot. It played a lot of peekaboo and hide-and-go-seek with the monster. And so I thought, man, part two's going to be great. And I was really pumped. I was really jazzed. And actually, again, it's a movie that I missed in the theaters. I was really pumped and jazzed. I'm a little late here in saying this, but saw it recently. And how do I say this without spoiling the film? If you haven't seen the film, it was not what I thought it was going to be. There was like this side story that became the main story, and for a big chunk of the movie. Why they decided to do it that way will always be beyond me. I don't understand. But
it was interesting, but I think it went in a. So here's the takeaway. You watch a movie that didn't agree with you. Okay, that's fine. Usually, I'll try to say, well, okay, let's see what we can learn from it, what I can learn from it at the very least. And what I learned from that one was, you know, don't go off and spend too much time in these other tangents, in these other subplots. Take me to the main plot that I'm expecting. And that movie, I was just really shocked that they went as far out as they did, as far out on a limb as they did. Not risk-wise, but story-wise, in a whole different direction than what I was expecting. Let's see, anybody new? Jennifer. Jennifer, hope everything's going good with Books to the Rescue, I believe it's called. So anyway, just that. Who's left? Who's left? Who's here with me? Give me a thumbs up. Well, not just a thumbs up, but write a little something for me. Let me know who I'm talking to, because, or I can blabber on and on alone, as I usually do. Hey, 2 more people, 1 more person. I can blabber on and on and on, and part of being a screenwriter is Omar. Omar, what's up, man? How you doing? Omar, thanks for joining. We are talking about movies that you've seen recently that you've liked, that you've not liked, what's worked for them. What about them has worked for you? What about them has not worked for you? Anyway, I can blab on and on and on, but I do that anyway as I write my movies right here. I have to talk to myself, and sometimes my wife thinks, "What's going on over there?" I say, "Nothing," and then I continue to talk to myself. Yeah. So anyway, Omar, what movies have you seen lately that you've liked? Oh, so I was telling you that my wife and I went to go see this movie with Jennifer Lawrence. That's her name. Jennifer Lawrence, Passengers, and I forgot the name of the actor. Good-looking guy though, so good for him. Saw that movie, and it was again really. Oh, the thing that really got me about that film was how few actors there were, but how the story took you into so many different places. You had Jennifer Lawrence, you had the male lead, you also had this robot in the movie, and then you also had a surprise actor cameo, I guess if you can call it that, and it was really cool. But I was very surprised. Very few actors and actresses in the film. The story was great. The story was mesmerizing. The end felt very classic, it wasn't happily ever after, but it was classic in the way it was set up. If you see the movie Passengers. Am I still live? Because Facebook just did. Oh, I guess I am. Facebook just did this weird thing. Anyway, Passengers was good, and I liked again the use of very little actors and very well developed plot on the basis of very little actors. So, just that. Ladies and gentlemen, Omar, talk to me about a movie, man, or else I'm gonna have to go, because I think Facebook told me that I've been yapping on and on for like half an hour. If that's the case, I hope you've enjoyed you've enjoyed my yapping on and on, as my throat's gotten really dry. And yeah, there you go. You guys, I'm going to try to go live a little bit more often here and there. Thanks a lot for tuning in. For those of you who had a like, a comment, or a share, thank you so much. You guys know I'm a filmmaker, along with my amazing producer Fausto Olmo Renteria. We've got quite the little body of work. I will put the link to things like my YouTube channel, the playlist with all our short films, and then also if you want to like us on Facebook, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm also on Twitter, doing the Instagram thing as well, except Snapchat. Yeah, not really crazy about Snapchat. It's just too much. It gets to be too much, that's all. Anyway, I'm going to put all of that information, everyone, right below in the comments. You guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys later, and we'll talk more about film. Till then, peace out, and go after your dreams. Go after your dreams, or whatever you're doing in this life. Go after it. And everyone else can either respect you for it, or you can just kind of tell them where to go. I'll talk to you guys later. Love you guys. Bye.